In 1999, pilot Petey Shelburne tries to return and destroy a toy monkey that plays the drum at an antique store, but the shopkeeper refuses to accept the return. The monkey starts playing the drum, and accidentally, a rat breaks a rope, causing an axe to fall and trigger a harpoon. The monkey is a cursed toy that every time you wind its key, it plays its drum, causing a random death. And that's how the story begins.
Welcome to Random Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap the movie.
Shortly after, Petey mysteriously disappears without any explanation, leaving his wife Lois in charge of raising their twin sons, Hal and Bill. Years later, the boys discover the monkey in a closet containing their father's belongings and wind its key. But nothing happens. It only makes the monkey smile. After that, their nanny Annie takes them to a restaurant to eat, bringing the monkey along. The monkey starts playing the drum, and this is when things get murky. Hal senses that something bad is about to happen, and it does. Accidentally, the cook cuts Annie. After that, their mother gives her sons the worst pep talk ever.
Everybody dies, and you will both die. All of your friends and their parents and all of their pets and everybody.
And after that horrible speech, they go dancing. Bruh. Hal suffers bullying from his brother Bill.
Come in our room, dumb shit.
And not just from him, but also from these girls. They take his pants at school, and he has to go home without them.
You poor, ugly thing, you.
Upon arriving home, Hal mysteriously finds the monkey in his room. That night, he wakes up wondering if the monkey had something to do with his nanny's accident. At that moment, Bill arrives, and upon seeing him with the monkey, he teases him and makes him say things like this.
I wanna suck its banana.
At school, Hal realizes the monkey is in his bag. So the girls take the opportunity to mock him for having the monkey, and later they fill it with bananas. When he gets home, he finds the monkey in his room. Angry about everything happening to him, he blames the monkey and Bill for everything. So, believing the monkey causes accidents, he winds the monkey's key, hoping something bad will happen to his brother. The monkey starts playing the drum. But the problem is that the one affected wasn't Bill. Instead, it was their mother, who dies from a sudden aneurysm.
What the fuck?
Traumatized, Bill yells at his mother to wake up at the funeral.
Hey, Mom. Mom, wake up. Mom?
Overwhelmed by guilt and realizing how the monkey works, Hal decides to get rid of the monkey once and for all. So he cuts the toy into pieces and puts them in a garbage truck so it can't hurt anyone else. The next day, Bill and Hal moved to Maine with their Aunt Ida and Uncle Chip. The twins were never the same again. Bill is so traumatized that he doesn't even want to take off his suit because he believes more funerals are coming. Later, the twins realize the monkey has returned. Bill blames Hal for bringing it back, but Hal assures him he had cut it up and thrown it in the trash. Hal warns Bill about the monkey's curse, but Bill, not believing him, wants to test whether the monkey is the cause of the deaths. When he winds the key, Uncle Chip dies, trampled by a stampede while on his hunting trip. Upon witnessing the monkey's evil power and understanding that it cannot be destroyed, the twins seal the monkey in its box and throw it down a nearby well, hoping it will stay hidden. 25 years later, Ida wakes up one night thinking she hears music in her basement. She goes down to see what's happening, but falls. When she goes back up to treat her wounds, she notices a gas smell. Upon checking, her head catches fire. She runs desperately until Hal lost contact with Bill, has no friends, and distanced himself from his family out of fear that the monkey would return and kill someone close to him. He has a son named Petey, whom he only sees once a year because he's afraid something might happen to him. When he goes to see him, Hal learns that his ex-wife and her new husband, parenting book author Ted, plan to fully adopt Petey, which would cut him out of his son's life. His ex gives Hal one last chance to spend time with his son, so he won't see him again. At Ida's estate sale, Ricky, the son of a local policeman, buys the monkey. He grows attached to it because it reminds him of his father and winds the key. Hal takes his son to a motel. Since Petey has a family tree homework assignment, he asks his father if he has a brother, but Hal denies it.
No.
That night, Hal has a nightmare about the monkey. When he wakes up, his brother Bill tracks him down and calls to tell him their aunt has died. Suspecting the monkey has returned, he asks Hal to go to their aunt's house to check if the monkey is back, but Hal refuses. Bill insists they have to defeat the monkey and hangs up. At that moment, an air conditioner falls from the ceiling, electrocuting the pool just as a woman was about to swim.
Wait!
Desperate, Hal wakes his son to leave the motel. Seeing his father's indifference toward him, Petey confesses that he knows about the adoption and asks him to spend time together. Though he doesn't know it, Hal is indifferent to him to prevent the monkey from harming him. Hal has another nightmare. And upon waking, goes with his son to his aunt's house. When they arrive, Petey realizes he has an uncle from a real estate agent named Barbara, who shows Hal the house. While upstairs, Hal starts hearing the sound of drums and tries to warn Barbara not to open the closet, but it's too late. That night, the police arrive to ask Hal questions and tell him not to leave the city until they figure out what's happening. Hal looks for the monkey but can't find it. At that moment, Bill calls him. Hal tells him the monkey isn't in the house and that he's learned there have been many strange sudden deaths in the city. Bill only tells him to stay in a motel and wait for his signal.
Suspicious.
Bill, are you living in town?
Hal finds a Yellow Pages notebook and looks up Bill's phone number. When he calls back, he hears this.
I'm happy to report that my quest for finding my beloved toy monkey is over.
At that moment, he realizes Bill has the monkey, and it's him who has been winding the key over and over again. After the twins threw the monkey into the well, Bill realized Hal had wound the key, causing their mother's death. So he went back for the monkey, but it wasn't there and he just its key. Bill waited and waited for the monkey to reappear, until one day, he started seeing visions of the monkey everywhere. Seeing those signs, Bill begins searching for the monkey all over. Looking at his aunt's house, he finds his old funeral clothes and puts them on, anticipating what was coming. But the monkey still didn't appear. So he hires Ricky to search for the monkey all over the city until he finds it. Bill discovers that the one who winds the key cannot die, so he winds it and winds it, trying to kill Hal, causing deaths all over the city. Since the deaths haven't worked, Bill decides to make Petey wind the key to finally get his revenge. Ricky goes to Bill's house to ask for the doll back, as he's grown fond of it, and tells him he saw his brother and nephew at their aunt's house. Bill refuses to give it back, which angers Ricky, so he disguises himself as a policeman to kidnap Hal and force him to look for the monkey. On the way to the motel, Petey gets mad at his father for wanting to leave him with his mother and Ted, since Hal feels it's better for him. Hal calls Bill to tell him to stop winding the key, but he refuses. At that moment, Ricky arrives disguised to kidnap Hal and his son and take them to Bill's house. Bill forces Petey to look for the monkey, and his father warns him not to wind the key. Petey enters Bill's house, which is full of all kinds of traps. Realizing this, Bill avoids all the traps, and he comes face to face with his uncle. Seeing his nephew, Bill tricks him into winding the key. When he winds it, Bill thinks it will result in his brother's death, but no. Ricky accidentally shoots, hitting a swarm of enraged wasps that get into his mouth. Hal yells at his son, while Bill demands that Petey wind the key again. When he refuses, Bill hits him, and, enraged, he demands that the monkey kill his brother, trying to make it play the drum without winding the key. At first, it seems he can't do it, but he ends up enraging the monkey, making it play the drum non-stop.
We're screwed, okay? We're screwed.
Triggering a series of catastrophes throughout the town. The monkey keeps playing and playing, and people keep dying and dying. Hal enters the house and confronts Bill for everything he's done. Bill confesses that he knows their mother died because of him, and, as revenge, wanted to do the same to him. Hal apologizes and shares his pain with his brother, making him understand that he was just a child who didn't know what he was doing. The twins reconcile.
Seriously? Sorry.
But at that moment, the monkey does its thing.
Know your fucking place, trash!
Hal and Petey drive through the city, seeing the disaster Bill had caused throughout the town. The two decide to keep the monkey, accepting their fate as its owners to prevent the key from being wound again. At an intersection, a pale man with black eyes riding a pale horse, presumably representing one of the horsemen described in the first part of the 6th chapter of Revelation, passes by and greets them. Wanting to spend time with his son, Hal asks him to go dancing, just as he and his brother used to dance with their father. Petey agrees, and that's how the movie ends, with the town doomed by the monkey. If you want more recaps of horror movies you may have never seen, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. See you in the next movie.